So this video is just to give you a little bit of information about a sound bath, sound healing and crystal healing in general. So the bowls that I use to create the sound are made of clear quartz crystal. So within themselves as crystals, they have lots of healing properties. And sometimes on a very surface level, the way I like to explain crystals, it's a little bit like thinking about physics. So the movement of energy. So think about anything in our life, our energy within ourselves, the energy of a light bulb, the energy Wi-Fi, we can't see Wi-Fi, for example, but that is energy as well. So there's energy all around us, and crystals are the same. They are rocks from the earth which provide energy, and that energy can be transmitted from one source to another. The benefits of crystals is that we can extract negative energies, so things that have been weighing us down, and that's why people often report after a crystal healing session they may leave feeling more lighter, like they've taken a weight off their shoulders. So crystals are very good for things like that, but also we can transmit energy into the body as well. So a little bit like if we were to eat healthy foods and we were feeling better in ourselves, in our energy levels, and feeling good mentally, emotionally, physically, it's the same with the crystals. So we can work with the crystal energy to place into the body. Now, yes, we can't see this energy. As I've said, there are other things in the world that we can't see. We can't see the wind, we can't see Wi-Fi. There's lots of things, but we know that that energy is there. And with the crystals, we always set an intention. So there are certain crystals that are specific to different attitudes, beliefs, physical healing properties, certain emotions. And so when working with a sound bath, I will choose specific crystals to energize the room for that particular theme or new moon, as I'm working with the new moon. So it's very specific and that you will feel those particular energies. So with the sound bowls, as we said, they are made of clear quartz crystal, but the other fantastic properties of sound healing in general, regardless of instrument, is the sound basically works at certain frequencies. And those frequencies are almost like ripples or waves in a sea. So again, if we think back to physics, and we've got alpha waves, beta waves, delta waves, all of these different things, that is what we're looking at when we're talking about sound healing. And that can be very, very cleansing for a person on a physical, emotional and mental level, on all those levels. So with crystals and sound, we're working basically at a cellular level. So sometimes people have maybe come away after an experience and said, how has this happened? How have I experienced this? Because our mind doesn't always understand what's happened in a beautiful way, like, wow, how has this happened? But what it's doing is it's really working at a cellular level. So just an example, sometimes we can be holding on to something in our lives that we don't even realize that we're holding on to. And when we work with sound and crystals, we can come away from a session feeling, oh, something's different, something's changed, I feel different, I feel better, I feel this has brought my attention, or I suddenly know I need to action X, Y and Z now. And that's because it's working at a cellular level. And when we think about our cells in our body and our cells are very much made up of a high percentage of water. So the sound and the light energy that comes from crystals is basically working with the water and basically working with the cells. If anybody's been to the cinema over the last couple of years, I always think they have this advert where they will show like this really huge speaker, and it's to do with like explaining the vibration of like the sound in the cinema, and you'll see like all these particles like jumping off the speaker. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but it's the same thing with the crystals and the sound. So we are moving and vibrating at a very, very, very microscopic level, and that is what is basically working into our bodies when we are working with crystals and sound.